Okay, we're back, and I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. I do not have time to do the Scott Pruitt story. I'm telling you, this show needs to go to 3 hours. I did do all the research. I wanted to research and look at, because yesterday they said, how much can you get a room for? How much can a $50 buy you in a lobbyist room? I remember the Clintons selling the Lincoln bedroom, okay? All right, so I remember, outside influence, I started looking at China. Outside influence, $100,000 a shot to sleep in the Lincoln bedroom. How there's indictments, we'll go into that tomorrow, how many indictments there were when the Clintons took money from the Chinese, right? The World Trade Organization, folks. Just do a little looking into this. Now, Friday, I was talking to somebody after the show Friday, okay? And I think, actually, they will attempt one day. Put up the picture of Homeland Security. Today, Facebook's going to notify the 87 million people that your data was sold to Cambridge Analytica. Now, also today, we're finding out that there are other analytics companies, I guess that's what you said, that have your data that Facebook said, uh-oh, folks, you are data. You turned into data years ago. You enjoyed it, you loved it because everything was at your fingertips. I mean, as silly as it sounds, you could hit a button on your phone and your garage door would go up as you were driving down the road. You could hit a button as you were coming down your street and your lights would come on. I mean, you are so excited about these advances in technology. We all jumped on board. You are data. You are data when you order at a restaurant. You are data when you go to the grocery store. They gave us a damn card, folks, and they told you you would get 6 cents off of this product and 6 cents off that product. And they ask you if you have your Grocer Advantage card with you. And they know when you get the little coupon, how do they know I like butter, but they're trying to get me to switch to this kind? Really, folks? You are data. You have been data for years. They know where you buy gas. They know where you shop. They know if you like burgers with cheese or extra bacon, or if you like it when your favorite restaurant comes out with the mountain bacon extra cheese burger. They know you like it. You are data. Game over. You live in that world now. They sell you 7 days a week, 24 hours a day to somebody. Your shoes, your pants, your hat, your jacket. They know I like blue jackets. Hell, every time I go up, I get a blue jacket. That being said, you are data. Now, Homeland Security database, and what's going to happen today when Zuckerberg, what are you going to do when Facebook sends out that your data? Huh? Homeland Security database would track journalists and media influencers in a report. Exactly. I tell you this all the time. I'm going to come here. They are using Facebook as a catalyst to say, hey, maybe we should regulate. So they're going to start trying to figure out what's fake news, what is not fake news, what to regulate. We don't want to regulate the heck out of Facebook. You will hear that, oh, we don't want to regulate the heck out of it. We don't want to do that. But we do feel there's some form of regulation that needs to be done, is what you're going to continue to hear. But they want to track journalists that have influence, okay? Now, what if we have here at this office a little bit of influence in what we say? Just be careful, folks, okay? Be careful. Now, I want to leave you with this. This is something just to end the day with. Department of Homeland Security is definitely trying to get us to compile a list of journalists and media of influence that have influence. Yesterday, CNN felt it was important. Let me close with this. CNN felt it was important. MSNBC felt it was important. Several felt it was important to do what? To bring up none other than Stormy Daniels. So Stormy Daniels' attorney, because they can't get past the border crossing, they can't get past the big stories on border crossing, the big stories on National Guard, the big stories on China tariffs, just seems to have had moved Stormy off the front page. So the attorney tweets out, Stormy Daniels' attorney tweets out this outlandish that there's getting ready to be big news. So this is going to help you determine on every time you hear these lying people on this porn star, okay, that they have big news getting ready to break. And he tweeted out that Michael Avalente, I guess Daniel's attorney, that they would have the identity, that they would be the identity of Stormy Daniels. Remember, she said in the 60 Minutes interview that somebody approached her in a car and said, "Hey, is that your daughter? I sure don't want to see anything happen to her. And by the way, leave Donald Trump alone." So there's big news that they're going to reveal who it is. So what do? They put her with a sketch artist. And the picture you see now is Stormy Daniels with a sketch artist, and she's going through pictures, and the sketch artist is going to try to replicate the man that approached her, okay, and said, "Hey, leave Donald Trump alone." And they're going to reveal that picture, but we have it for you first. What did that sketch artist come up with through all of this time with Stormy Daniels, Amanda? Do you have that? There he is. That's the guy. That's the guy. Stormy Daniels says, approached her in the parking lot and said, "Oh, what a beautiful daughter. I sure hope nothing happens to her." I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. I know it's 10:02, but don't forget tomorrow morning at 8:30, running for Secretary of State of Georgia, Josh McCoon will be our guest. And at 9 o'clock, running for governor of the state of Georgia, Casey Cagle. Take us out of here, Amanda.